Surrounding us are objects so commonplace, so ingrained in our daily routines that we rarely pause to ponder their origins. We use them, we take them for granted, and in doing so we overlook the fascinating, often surprising stories they hold. Like silent witnesses to the past, everyday objects whisper tales of innovation, cultural shifts, and human ingenuity. Their humble beginnings and remarkable journeys through time offer a unique perspective on the world we live in. Consider the button, a seemingly insignificant fastener. Surprisingly, buttons predate buttonholes by centuries. Archaeological evidence suggests that early civilizations used decorative buttons as status symbols as far back as 2800 BC. These ancient buttons, made from shells, bones, and even gold, were not functional fasteners, but rather ornaments signifying wealth and social standing. It wasn't until the 13th century that buttonholes appeared in Europe, transforming the button from a purely decorative element into a practical closure for garments. The fork, another seemingly simple utensil, has a surprisingly complex history. While knives and spoons have been used for millennia, the fork was a latecomer to the table. The ancient Greeks and Romans used spoons and their fingers for dining, considering the fork an unnecessary luxury. It was not until the Middle Ages that the fork gained acceptance in Europe, and even then it was met with resistance. Some critics viewed it as an effeminate alternative to using one's God-given fingers. Over time, however, the fork's practicality and hygiene benefits won over skeptics, and it eventually became an indispensable part of dining etiquette. Finally, let's delve into the surprisingly recent history of the toothbrush. While ancient civilizations used rudimentary tools like chewed twigs and toothpicks to clean their teeth, the modern toothbrush, as we know it, didn't emerge until the late 15th century in China. These early toothbrushes featured bristles made from hog hair attached to handles carved from bone or bamboo. It took several centuries for the toothbrush to gain widespread adoption in the Western world, but by the 19th century, it had become a staple of personal hygiene. The evolution of these seemingly mundane objects reveals a captivating tapestry of human ingenuity, cultural exchange, and changing social norms. By delving into the untold stories behind everyday things, we gain a newfound appreciation for the objects that shape our lives and a deeper understanding of the rich history we often overlook.